Finally, ladies and gentlemen, we have good enough pictures to do a comparison between Rafael Brandao and Tonio Burton from the 2024 Arnold Classic South America. This was a very heated debate. This was a very hot topic in the last couple of weeks. Brandao won, of course. Tonio Burton, a lot of people saying he should have won. I'm going to go through all of these pictures. I'll give you my honest opinion, then I'll rely on the video footage as well. I'll let you know, well, for my memory anyway, I'm not going to show video footage, but I'll let you know my honest opinion on who I believe won this one, and it's my opinion, just like everybody else's opinion. That's theirs. So if you care to hear mine, this is it. Front double bicep. You can plainly see that Rafael has an edge in the structure, the things of that nature. Winning on the lats, chest, perhaps. Now, Tonio, if you break it up individually, the muscle groups, Tonio has a better set of arms. Some people would argue that, but look at the overall, the tricep sweeps, a little short for Rafael, with all due respect, and maybe not the best bicep. So individually, yes, I believe Tonio has an edge in the arms. Now, some people will say Rafael winning in the legs, no problem. The midsection of Tonio is so tiny that it makes those quad sweeps more impressive than Rafael Brandao's in this shot. But at the end of the day, it's about the entire package, presentation, and of course conditioning. And going off these pictures, conditioning seems to be close in this front shot anyway, the first shot. And maybe an edge to Rafael. Go to the next shot. And I fully understand people's frustration on my response on the front lat spread. I think Tonio actually looked more impressive. It was the conditioning, the pop, and the wow. The conditioning, the separation was unbelievable. Midsection. Now, Rafael, I'm not saying he's definitely losing. That's just my opinion. I think he has like I said, bigger structure. But Tonio, man, did he open up in this shot. The lats. Rafael has the fuller chest. I don't know if it's any more striated, but definitely a fuller, bigger man's chest. And again, the wheels, Rafael might have a bigger set, but when you take an overview, no more impressive. Turn to the side here with a very close outcome out of the first two shots, the first front shots. Close. I could see most people giving both of them to Rafael, but not me. I think there may be one each. Now the side, it's going to be too much in the way of size, and the conditioning from the side of Brandao. I know at the end of the day you're going to make a total opinion on the conditioning of the guys, but from the front, not bad. From the side, he actually looked pretty good. Incomparable, like very comparable with Tonio Burton. And Tonio is peeled, guys. And when conditioning is equal, it's obvious. They're both very aesthetically pleasing. They both have good proportions. So the bigger guy's going to win. And Rafael Brandao, he has one big man's chest. And like I said in that front lat spread, you could see the fullness of it. He's displaying it here 100% in the side chest itself. And now, the back shots, because there is a lot to talk about here. There's a lot to take in. I mean, Rafael, he has some good width in the rear double. Arms look decent. Arms look good. I mean, it looks like a decent shot. Tonio Burton, you really look at this, and he has a tighter lower back. It's just more conditioning. It's like a freakier, tight muscle. The traps are good for Rafael, though, I will say that. But the arms, I'd probably go with Tonio. They're just more of a shorter package, which is obviously good for bodybuilding. Now the lower half, this is where the discussion begins. Glutes, who cares about striated glutes? Well, it's more than just the lack of striations when it comes to Rafael. Tonio Burton has brought to life in an interview that he did, Muscle Discord, there was lumps lumps on his glutes. Not only they were soft, but there was lumps. Now I don't know what that thing is there. You guys are trying to get something to eat here. No, it's not that appetizing, but it's bodybuilding. We can see it. We can see it. Now, just for a second, let's have a look at Rafael at the Arnold Classic, where nobody was complaining about his condition there. And I have to say, his glutes are a little tighter. He doesn't have the striations, but one thing that we can definitely notice is the lack of that thing, that bump, whatever it is. Cyst? I don't know. Bring Tonio back here. Tonio Burton, shedding that to life. Yeah, I mean, it's a win. Now there's some closer up shots that expose maybe even some more weaknesses for Rafael Brandao. Little bit soggy. Looks like he just was not ready, I think, for the competition. And at this angle, at least in my opinion, guys, there can be no argument on who's winning these back shots. You see, Brandao, he leans back, and straight ahead, you can kind of, it looks comparable with Tonio's, but you can see the quality. Not even close. Not even close. Here's the rear lat spread, and again, at first glance, guys, Brandao looks like a Boeing 747 jumbo jet. But Kai Green, for goodness sakes, he was probably wider than Phil in certain shots, but Phil had the more separation, muscle maturity, things of that nature. And when you take hey, I like Tonio, I like Rafael Brandao, but you have to look at this. You have to put all the hurt feelings, the feud aside, and take a look at this. Tonio's back is just so much better, so many leagues ahead, maybe even 20,000 leagues ahead. Legs. And speaking of the wheels, I mean the conditioning, if Brandao had the condition, he'd have the size as well, but it's bodybuilding and condition counts. And for goodness sakes, Tonio Burton, I mean, he looks like he's in proportion, things of that nature. And here is one of those other shots that are exposing to poor Brandao. And as far as Tonio is concerned, I guess it's exposing to him too about how conditioned he actually was. And the backs, guys, Brandao's even out angling him here. He should be even bigger in the back. And you go back for back, and even you Brazilian fans, and this is not an attack on the Brazilian fans. I love you guys. I like Brandao too. But I honestly don't think that he brought the type of package that's conditioned enough to beat the package that Tonio brought from behind. Now, that's my opinion from the back shots. There was a couple of more shots, guys, and I apologize. These are just rusty old screenshots. But I think the one saving grace in the side tricep is that we can say almost for sure we've seen the condition in the side chest. We've seen it up close. I think Tonio Burton, he's just not doing enough. And he's had shoulder issues, things of that nature, where he cannot twist his arm back. And I've seen other guys, Rolly the Beast Winkler, he never could really strike it that certain way that guys do. But having said that, there was the abs and thigh as well. And probably an unpopular opinion, but I just don't think Brandao's abs had the pop of Tonio's. I think Tonio's and Brandao was stepping the line too. Stepping in front of Tonio. I mean, you're already bigger. Why make yourself even bigger? But having said that, I just think Tonio's abs had a brand newish look about them. He had a little bit more extra cuts than he usually did. So, but those are blurry pictures. You got to watch the video footage. And the most muscular, I think Tonio was hanging with Brandao. I'm not saying he was beating him, but he just looked very awesome. His delts actually popped pretty good. Brandao's got the bigger delts, but I don't know. It's a little, I don't want to call them watery. I don't want to be disrespectful to either one of these two dudes. But having said that, yeah, Brandao, mathematically, he could even be winning more shots. You could argue that he's winning both front. I would definitely argue that. You could argue that he's winning both side. I wouldn't argue with that one. So that's 4 for the Tonio haters. Now for the Tonio fanboys, there's probably a lot of them. Tonio's winning both of the front shots. I would go half and half. I would go half and half with Brandao winning the next 2. And the abs and thigh could go either way. I'd go with Tonio. Most muscular could go either way. I'd probably go with Brandao. But at the end of the day, also, the back shots are what makes a difference. Enough difference to me. I just don't think Brandao, if he had showed up like this at the Arnold Classic, Ohio, I don't think he would have got third even. I think John De La Rosa probably would have beat him. But having said that, it is close enough that, yes, little soggy glutes and some bumps there and the, whatever they are, I don't know, things of that nature, and it kind of all mounts up. And his posing routine had that, you know, when he was crying in the middle of it or whatever it was, it all adds up. And I'd give the victory to Tonio Burton. Having said that, I'm not really gonna get on a megaphone and complain and cry that he was robbed. I think there was maybe enough. And I'll say maybe. I'll say maybe because we've seen those glutes. We've seen it. We've seen it. Enough in the way of domination in the other shots. But that's just it. Even the Brandao shots, Tonio was doing good. So think about that for a little while. My opinion, guys, I'm sure Brandao is positive he deserved to win. He won. I'm sure Tonio Burton's positive that he deserved to win, but he placed second. Things of that nature. Hey, I agree with Tonio. I think he should have won. Hit thumbs up on the video. This is what makes bodybuilding great. So I know it might seem rough for these guys going through these types of battles, but this is awesome. When it's a battle and there's actual discussions on who should have won, who would have won. 2024, Jack. We're back. Have a great one.